Hello, welcome to the first mobile episode of the Harry S. Truman Show. As I walk around Washington Square Park and tell you about whatever. Oh yeah, I gotta look at the camera and not kill somebody or myself while walking. This is gonna be hard. Maybe I better slow down. Damn, that means it's not TV. I gotta stop. I didn't want to stop though, because I was cold. So maybe I can just keep glancing at the camera. I don't know. First time for everything. It's just too cold today. And I already spent 45 minutes almost talking on the radio sitting down, so I'm going to have to switch. Okay, well this is there's not much of a tour if you're looking up past me. An occasional tree branch or limb, etc. Here comes one. Hello, I'm Wolf Alexander. I'm independent for Congress. That is having a good time. And there's the park. And there's this cool sphere of mirrors, which I haven't really checked out. I've seen it. And maybe I'll walk by that on one of the other trips around. I guess all these buildings are NYU, I'm not sure. I know that it's just like right here, like right around the park. I wasn't even aware that there's not really a campus. This is the campus, which is really cool. This is the center of the earth for progressive thought. I wasn't sure if everybody knew, but it is. You'd think it would be Columbia, but it's not. Because to get into Columbia, you have to know people. And if you know people, you're not quite as rebellious or what's the word? Underdogish as them, which means you want more stuff faster, which I agree with. So, and of course, this is where the beat poets and all of those originators of the 60s, hippies, etc. This is where they were, and this is where, of course, Bob Dylan came, etc. to the village, and there's the arch, which I always walk through on my way home, and I may do that for you. So stand by if you'd like that. It's the other half of the circle, so I haven't walked this off in terms of steps. I think it's well, just from a rough guess, it's bigger than a quarter of a mile. Might be a half a mile. I didn't, not quite sure how long it takes me to get around. I don't think I've timed myself lately. And I think I might have back in January, but I don't remember how long. But nobody can beat me walking. So that's a challenge. If you'd like to try and you're a girl, I won't let you loose. That's a cool view. North, almost. It's a little bit northeast. Northeast, I'd say. Right? Or do I have that backwards? Because I keep using Google GPS. My map skills are worse than they would be if I just stuck to a compass, which I would have if I would have had a good compass. But it didn't keep going. So I ordered another one, which should be arriving soon. And then I won't have to rely on the satellite to tell me which direction is north, south, east, and west. Which is better. If there was sun, I could tell you. Well, I mean, I know anyway, but it's just more fun to rely on older technology for some stuff. Not for making this, though. I must admit that this is a unique capability. Although, if I was trying to win this election in 1968 instead of 2026, which was the year back then, I would have, I could have figured out a way. That's what I'm good at. Figuring out a way. Here's some trees. Trees are good. I'd like to plant 1 trillion of them. Not me personally, but everybody together. 1 trillion trees. I think that'll take a bite out of the climate problem. And then how about another 1 trillion? Just keep planting trees until the temperature starts to go down. That seems like the simplest solution. I'm happy to do all the other ones, but it might require more political engineering But it won't matter because after I win, it's going to be an open season on good stuff, courtesy of the federal government. Here are the chess tables. No chess players today, there we got maybe one chess set going on. That's cool. I'm pretty good at it, but I don't have the patience for it. Although here, they're famous for playing really fast, which is cool. But chess is annoying because I can't get any better at it. Like, I've gotten to a point where, like, I'm half decent, but I just can't go beyond that because I don't like to think about the moves ahead of time. It's too annoying. And I guess the really good players are 6 and 7 moves or more ahead of time. Oh yeah, this is not a radio show. Sorry. Whew. So this is how you do a campaign on the cheap. It's just the only way to do it, because to take contributions is too no, I don't need them. Tell your friends. I was considering walking up the Empire State Building stairs, but apparently you can't do that except on special days. And it's also done a lot, so lost sort of the panache. But it's still a decent challenge. So, maybe one of these videos. I don't know if I could do it right now. I mean, I'm in really good shape, but that's a lot of stairs. How many floors is it? Is it over 100? I don't know. I should investigate. The World Trade Centers, of course, were a lot bigger, but George W. Bush took those down. And Dick Cheney. Argue with me if you want, but it seems pretty obvious. Obviously, I wasn't there. But anyway, read that article in my newspaper. Called the other former president. It's from 2024. Especially if you're an engineering student, I'd like to hear what you think. Engineering is my sort of favorite thing to do, but I didn't want to take that in college because that was the most work. I wanted to be able to go out every night. Almost major, which was history. And anyway, I liked history the best, really, as something to sit through a lecture about. So, that was, yeah, that was fun. Okay, well, here's the arch. And there was a date in Roman numerals up there, but wasn't quite sure I could nail it in the time I had before passing it, so I didn't want to look dumb on camera, which I'm sure I'll do anyway at some point. Certainly not as dumb as my opponent did last night on The Daily Show. Please watch that video. It's just great. I want to give John a big kiss, but I'm not going to. I wonder if some of his staff are reading or watching my stuff or something, because that's just awfully convenient. Of course, he's an awfully big moron, so either way. Okay, well, here comes your last minute of the television show. Probably. I don't know what I'm going to do. It's only 4:30, and I've done my 2 activities for the day. I went to get my fantastic patch for this jacket, but it's not ready tomorrow. And then this. Did a radio and a television episode. And it's too cold to sit here and write something. So, I guess I gotta go back to the hotel, but it's so early. I don't know. I'll figure something out. You can see the paths are pretty clear today. Yesterday was a nice field, especially right here. Pretty sure this was the corner. There was just solid ice from here all the way across there. The New York whoever department keeps putting closed yellow caution tape and signs across all these outdoor patios up Broadway every time it's supposed to rain. So it's so stupid. Of course, that's not really my department, but I'd like to talk to the bureaucrat who came up with that idea and ask why, because you can still get into the patio from the entire length of the street. So it's absolutely silly. And then whenever I get a chance, I rip one down. Not all of them. I leave them up for somebody else. But I just noticed that yesterday, the day before that snowstorm, this snowstorm. I love walking up Broadway like nobody else, right in the middle of the street. Of course, I like doing it around here more because this is my district. Here are my voters. U of the 10th. That's Lower Manhattan, about 15th Street and South, give or take. They, of course, gerrymandered the district as best they could. And then, the western half of Brooklyn, like including McCarran Park and stuff, which I went to because there was supposed to be a display of like singles personal ads or something, and I guess that was only when the weather was nice. So this is where I was sitting earlier. They had these cool patios every 100 yards or so. I would go off road, but again, I gotta save things. So this time I'm doing a full camera walk around. Next time I'll do a full camera climb around. See, the only thing is there's no... I like doing sort of mountaineer parkour, and I can't do that here. Like, I like running up a hill and climbing under a tree and stuff all in one motion, and that's not available. So I'll have to come up with something else. I had a skateboard at one point, because people skateboard in the center, but I never really used it. And I thought it would be cool to get around town on, but I never used it, and then it went up with the rest of the car that burned to a crisp when I hit a truck head on at 60 miles an hour. Everybody was fine, and he got a brand new truck, or she, and it definitely wasn't intentional, but it definitely was fun right before it happened, because I was going really fast. And what happened was I was just going up this... It wasn't like I was driving poorly. I was going up this hill, and the shadows were coming through the trees, and it was a straightaway. So as I come around the corner, I always check up the hill. So I checked up the hill, and it was all shadowy and stuff, and I just didn't see anybody coming. So then I relaxed and went for my phone or looked at something, and all of a sudden I look up, and there's a truck right in front of me. But he had his lights off, so I didn't see his running lights. Black truck, shadowy afternoon. So it was excusable, but a bit of a mess. Because I had all these power packs and stuff in there, like this great big one that I could use as like a, to power all kinds of stuff at a location, and a bunch of different accessory batteries and phones and that stuff. When it catches fire, it explodes. So there was and the fire department was 45 minutes away. So they luckily the forest didn't catch on fire, which would have upset me. I think it had just rained or something. Anyway, wasn't a problem. There's all kinds of little activities here. There's a dog park and a playground, and of course in the center you can do all kinds of stuff, which is my favorite thing. You can set up shop and do pretty much anything here as long as it's not totally ridiculous. And by ridiculous I mean annoying to people. Okay, well, thank you for watching. This has been almost 15 minutes. I guess I'll finish off the 15 minutes. But I'm Wolf Alexander, as you can see on my hat, right there. And I'm still working on getting my displays up to full steam, but coming soon. Okay, well, with one last view of beautiful Washington Square Park, Good night and good luck.